I'm not gonna reach out. Why should I have to reach out? You cut me off. Like, you're not my sister.
Hit that like button.
Today's video, I'm going to be discussing a highly requested topic. I did a poll on my Instagram and a lot of you guys wanted to know why I haven't talked to my sister in almost 5 years. Honestly, this is a very touchy subject. Even though I don't speak to my sister, I do love her dearly and I miss her like crazy. I don't want to get emotional. I will give you guys some backstory. Me and my sister, how old is she? I don't even know how old she is, but she's my older sister. We were very close. I mean, so close. We never had any problems, I promise you. We were together for a lot of holidays. When I moved into my first apartment, this was like so long ago, she got me like some housewarming gifts. At my baby shower, she got me the best gift. Like, I wanted this super expensive car seat and she got it for me. Like, literally, she would do anything for me. She would go to any fashion show that I was participating in, which I appreciated because none of my family showed up to my fashion shows that I would participate in, and she did. She would literally, there was a time she even drove me there, which it would be like a whole hour away, but she did without complaint. Like, I promise you, we were so close and I miss her like crazy. But this story might not be as juicy as you guys are thinking, because the reason we don't talk is not even because of me or anything I did or her, anything she did. This all has to do with someone else that I don't know. It's literally okay. So this is what happened. So it was Aubrey's first birthday party. Just like any first birthday party, I'm like super occupied, right? You know, all the family shows up, and let's just fast forward because I was doing my hosting thing at the party. I'm throwing this party, so I'm seeing everyone, greeting everyone, and I'm not just super in people's conversations and in their business throughout the party. So I just noticed my sister was leaving early and she didn't say bye or anything that she was leaving. So I just went where I had the party. It was like a second floor like building, so it was where my brother stayed. In his condo community, they had like this huge like party area, so you go up the stairs and it's just this whole building. I seen her, I believe, oh yeah, and you can look over, there's like a huge balcony you can look over and it'd be like water and all that. So I think I kind of just like was, you know, making my rounds, seeing, you know, what was going on, and I just so happened to, at that time that I was, you know, making my rounds, notice that she was leaving. I went and I'm just like, oh, like, you know, you're leaving? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And I don't know the details other than her just pretty much saying like, yeah, I'm gonna go. So I didn't completely suspect that there was something going on, you know, other than she was leaving like so abruptly, like, and that she didn't tell me bye. So yeah, so she left and I kind of, you know, I still had a party to get back to. I didn't think too much of it. So, you know, I go back inside, and once the day is over with, oh yeah, this is another thing. I literally talked, like, you know, at the time, I would talk to her, if not every day, every, you know, other day, every couple days, like, we were close, like this. I noticed that she didn't hit me up, you know, for a little bit. So of course, it made complete sense for me to, you know, reach out. So I hit her up, you know, after a couple days, like, hey sis, you know, what's going on? I wasn't getting the same vibes from her, you know, like I immediately felt a shift in energy, if you'd say. So I honestly, this was literally so long ago. I don't even know how the conversation went. Somehow we ended up on the phone. So I'm on the phone with her. She was pretty much telling me that something happened at the party, at my daughter's first birthday party. I'm just like, oh wow, like, you know, is that why you left? Like, what happened? You know, because I'm completely blindsided at this point. I would have never known. So she told me, yeah, I don't look at her like my half sister, but we have the same dad, we have different moms. And so our brother, me and him, have the same mom and dad. I guess they all got really drunk, and so he was talking reckless and telling her, oh, I guess like my dad's not your dad, and like you're not my sister, or whatever he was saying. And it's like, dude, you're too dang old to be talking like a child, and he is over 30 years old, like, to be talking like that. So I'm not sure. And a little backstory on him, I don't want to get into too much detail on him, but he was in prison for a while and she held him down. Like, you know, we did not have to. Like, I sure didn't, and she did, and that just shows like she is the ride or die type. Like, that's why I miss her so much. But yeah, she held our brother down. Like, she would send him little care packages, money, put money on her phone. And so I can honestly see how she could feel betrayed, because at this time, at the point of my daughter's party, he was only out a few weeks, probably a few weeks out of prison, and so he kind of just turned the cheek on her, you know. So I could see why she feels betrayed, but I don't understand why she would take it out on everyone else. But not even just everyone else, I guess whoever was there. I was not there. I didn't see what happened. If I was there in that section where they were conversating, like, I'm not the type to play about that stuff, and I don't play about people's feelings. So if down the line, once I talked to, you know, all our other siblings and stuff that were there, and they were like, oh, we thought they were playing, you know, like, we were all having a good time, you know, we were all drinking, we all don't pay any mind to what that brother says, you know. Nobody, he just be talking, like nothing he says matters, you know. So they kind of didn't think too much about what he was saying at the time. So when I reached out to her and she kind of told me about what happened, and I just told her, like, I'm sorry, like, we don't feel that way, you know, you're our sister, like, we tight, like all of us, other than, you know, that's, I don't know what to call my brother. We shouldn't let something so stupid. This is like what I'm telling her. We shouldn't let something so stupid. Like, literally, we've been close all this time, and all of a sudden this brother gets out of prison and starts just talking stupid and reckless. We shouldn't let that get in the way of what we've had going on all our life. Like, we are close. Like, you know, we rock like that. Like, she my ride or die. Like, literally, she was my ride or die. She wasn't having that. She wasn't. And I'm the type of person that I can look at it from, you know, her point of view. So I could see why she kind of just didn't just chop that up, you know, just take that with a grain of salt or whatever. But I mean, like, me though, like, why are you gonna cut me off? Like, I had nothing to do with that. Like, I literally was not even there. I didn't know anything about that. And so what happened was we kind of still communicated, you know. I kind of just told her, like, literally, like, I didn't know, and if I was there, I would have defended you. Like, that was stupid, you know. So I tried to rest my case with that. So she started to talk about, like, our other siblings, and she started to talk about our dad. And so I, like, literally, my dad is so chill. Like, drama does not, I don't know, like, he can look past drama. Like, he is just so chill. Like, so what I told her is, like, you know how he is. He's super chill. Like, he probably didn't think anything of it. And dang, like, you know, people drinking, having their own little conversations, he probably didn't even know what happened. And fast forward, when I did talk to my dad, he didn't even know what happened. So it's like, really, most of the people, like, didn't even know that happened. So you kind of can't just take it off on everybody. And when I'm telling you, she cut us off. Brothers and sisters, she cut our dad off, she cut our grandma off.
Damn.
I mean, she blocked us on all social media, like, everything. Blocked us, blocked. We would talk just a little bit here and there, but she would just literally, every time I talked to her, she just so negative, just talking about your dad this and your dad that, and I'm just like, well, that's our dad, you know, like, and just talking about our dad and talking about this person and talking about that person, and it's just like, this is not what, you know, this is not how our relationship was all this time. And I definitely won't let anyone bring negativity into my life. So if you just want to, you know, trash talk the family to me, like, I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna let that occupy my mental space at all. So from that point, I kind of just stopped reaching out, because I'm like, I know what the conversation's gonna consist of every single time. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm not, you know, I got a little baby that I focused on, work, you know, my whole life that I'm focused on. Like, I don't need negativity. So from there, I just kind of stopped reaching out, and we were still blocked on all social media, everything. I'm just like, whatever at this point, like, I'm gonna just move on with my life. So I'm like, you know, once she gets over it or whatever, you know, she'll reach out. Well, pretty much she'll reach out when she's ready. That's the way I looked at it. 4 years later, she never reached out. Like, when I'm telling y'all, she cut us off completely. Like, to be completely honest, like, she actually just, like, followed me on TikTok probably a month or two ago. Even when my mom passed away a couple months ago, which I haven't talked about that. Pretty much nobody knows that, but she didn't even reach out when my mother passed away, and she knew. I'm like, she had to have known. There's no way she didn't know. She could have reached out then. That would have been the perfect time to reach out, you know? Like, who wouldn't? Like, honestly, we haven't spoke all this time, but if that happened to her mom, God forbid, I would have reached out, because like, come on now. Like, why would you not reach out? I'm not gonna reach out. Why should I have to reach out? You cut me off. And my life, I'm doing perfectly fine. Like, I'm literally, everything I got going on, like my daughter's literally 5 years old now. You weren't in her life since 1 year old. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I would love to still have her like in my life, in my daughter's life, but at the same time, I'm just like, I lost one of the people that mean the most to me, my mom. So honestly, I don't give a damn who is in or out of my life at this point. I don't. So even then, you would think that like if she, you know, kind of tried to grow past it, she would have blocked me. You know, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a careless person. I care about people's feelings completely. But I just feel like that was wrong. You know, that was wrong to get everybody off over something, this one person that has not been in her life for a whole 5-6 years, because he was in prison the whole time. You know, like for something he said, like he damn near don't even matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. That was stupid as hell. But honestly, yeah, other than the fact that we were super close before that, so close. That's my ride or die, you know, it was my ride or die. That's literally all that happened, guys. Like, it was all over something that our brother said to her, and she cut us all off and crushed me. Like, that crushed me, you know, to not have her in my life at the time, because she was very impactful. Like, she played a good role in my life. But like I said, I moved on. Like, it's literally almost 5 years later, and hey, I moved on. Like, my life is completely fine. Still love you. Like, you're still my family. If you decide one day that you want to reach out, like, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm all about rebuilding, but it's not my place to try to rebuild something that you broke. When I like talk about this in my head, I literally be ready to cry, because it makes me that sad. Like, it makes me that sad. So now you guys can see the change in quality or whatever. My freaking camera died. Like, now I know how these YouTubers feel when they're like filming, and then they're like, oh, my camera died, and then, you know, they pick up right where they left off. But anyway, all I was gonna say is that we were so close, and she cut me off for nothing. Like, I think it's nothing. Like, I did nothing, you know. And if we were as close as, you know, we claim to be, you know, you would have never cut me off, period. Like, that's how I look at it. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much the video. I know you were expecting it to be super juicy, or like that I did something, or, you know, she did something, but it was no snake shit, no fake shit. It was none of that. Like, literally, it was stupid. I think it was stupid. But she's entitled to feel how she felt. But I will be doing more story times. Trust me, I do have some juicy story times. So if this wasn't juicy enough, like, I do have some juicy story times. So don't forget to smash the like button for the algorithm so YouTube could push my video out, and subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe, because I know you want to see some more juicy gossip, or just, you know, story times, gossip, whatever. Yeah, guys, like and subscribe. Bye.